Searching broken hearted when my chest hurting, but I was gifted with the best cursive.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got C.J. Stroud. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Jaguars and the Chargers, and it's all up next.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium. Started is Logan Cook, and we are underway here in Los Angeles. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. He brings up the best of his teammates each and every week.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They'll take that 14 yards on play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
2 and now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. A give up the middle to Akers. And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Tua going to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touch. McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Stroud to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Stroud on 3rd down now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. Deion Henley there on the tackle. The Jaguars coming in looking for win number 7 on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Stroud sets up the play action. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening run.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy check downs. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Play action. Stroud now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season. But some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. Tua wants to throw it on second down. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. Offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in.
Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. This will be caught downfield by Moore. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Moore, 51 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Tua on the bootleg here. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A gain of 5, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And when it's said and done, it's a... punt, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. That is caught, and he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw here caught by Mims. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Stroud will look to throw once more. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Stroud. He'll rifle this one deep right side. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So if there's an interception there, no one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. That one caught by Rice. Tua going to try and go quickly here. 2 and a throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's more. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2 and now on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the gun, it's Tua. Touchdown! A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand-new ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation. If it...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys. You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now 2nd and 3. Etienne once more. And down he goes yards, but he takes it up to the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
ETN up the middle. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll run with ETN. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
4th down. Here's Stroud. He's going to look deep for more. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Moore with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jags have retaken a third-quarter lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's brought down. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 65 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it. Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devin Lloyd has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Stroud looking to change the play. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air. You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Tua's throw complete there to Rice. And now they're in the hurry-up. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. From midfield, here's Tua. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Tua now on 1st down. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. Tua going to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now Tua. Open man right side is Rice. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A big play looming on 3rd down. Throwing Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Tua. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Tua. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. 3rd down and goal coming up here. Now Tua. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than that.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it, but even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Down to the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So the Chargers now down by 10, 56 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Tua to throw. That's caught by Palmer. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Tagovailoa. He's got the connection to Moore. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, they need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Here's Tua. That one caught by Rice. And he's going to get this down near the 25. To throw is Tua. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is recovered by the Chargers. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
Now Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. A give, running right is Akers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And we're just inside of 10 seconds to go. They'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Now Stroud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 4 quarters not enough for all even on overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Tua now on first down. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Josh Allen in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return. You can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. And they'll go again with Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Now it's Stroud's turn in OT. Flush to his right. And he is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Stroud. Open man. This is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together. And I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what... And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Stroud to throw it. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Stroud looking to throw. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad